friends. Today we are going to discuss that how to plot impedance spectroscopy data in Origin. First, let's have a look at the data we get when we get impedance spectroscopy of a sample. So let us have a look at the data. Uh, when we get the impedance spectroscopy of a sample, we get the data in this form. Uh, in the first column we have frequency, then we have epsilon, which is epsilon prime, which is the real part of dielectric permittivity, then epsilon double prime, which is the imaginary part of dielectric permittivity, then we have zs prime, which is the impedance real part of the impedance, then we have zs double prime, which is the imaginary part of the impedance of the sample, then we have real part of the modulus, imaginary part of the modulus, then we have sigma, which is the conductivity of the sample, AC conductivity of the sample, then we have tan delta, which is basically dielectric loss of the sample. So now we must know that from this data, from all this data, we can get 5 or 6 different plots which are very useful to analyze the electric and dielectric properties of a samples. So before going to plot this data, let us have a look at the plots that we can get from this data. From this data, we can have a graph between the dielectric permittivity and the frequency of the samples. We can have tangent loss and frequency, a graph between tangent loss and frequency. Then we can have a graph between the AC conductivity and the frequency. Then we can have this graph which is between the real and imaginary part of the impedance, and this graph is called Cole-Coulomb plot. And this is a very important and significant graph from which we can measure the resistance and the capacitance of the sample. In fact, these are the semicircles, and at the x-intercept we get the value of resistance, and at the y-intercept we can get the value of the capacitance of the sample. So now moving towards our main task, which is plotting these graphs, how to plot these graphs. So for this, open the Origin, then now you have to import the files. For that you have to click on this icon, which is import multiple SCII files. Then go to the file destination where you have stored the data and select all the files, all the text files basically. Then after selecting all these text files, click on the add files button and then press OK. Now you have this text box on the screen, then again press OK. You will get a separate sheet for each sample, separate worksheet. In all these worksheets, in the click on the text box and write the name of the sample. Let's suppose I am writing S6 on this, and then copy and paste these in all the comment boxes. Similarly, in the other worksheet, write the name of that particular sample like S5. Now we have got all the names of these samples. Now click on this line plus sample icon. Then you have to select all the samples, or selecting all the samples. On x-axis we take frequency, and on y-axis we take epsilon, which is dielectric permittivity. Then press OK. You will get a graph like this. Now double click on this axis, change the display setting of the bottom to the scientific, from decimal to scientific. Similarly on the vertical axis, again change the display setting from decimal to scientific. Apply these settings, then go to the scale, change the type of the scale from linear to log. Similarly for the horizontal axis, again change this from linear to log and press OK. Now you get a graph like this. Now go to the graph and click on rescale to show all button. Then you will get a graph like this. Now you can see there are some scattered data points on the graph as well. To make the graph more smooth, click on data, check the line which you want to move the data point. Let's suppose we click on the sample third, then again click the data and move data points. You will get an arrow like this. Now you will use the up and down keys of the keyboard to move these data points. Again for the second point you will do the same. For the third point again you will do the same. For moving from one point to another, press left button on the keyboard. Now you have moved all these data points, and now if you click on this arrow, you will get this graph a bit more smooth. You can do this for all these other data points as well. Now again, to make it look a bit more better, click on the axis, go to the title and format, press top, then show axis, then follow these simple steps. And your graph will look a bit more better. Now click on the axis again, check this bold for the left and bottom axis. Your data points will get bold. Now in order to put epsilon symbol for dielectric permittivity, click on this epsilon and then press Ctrl plus M. The symbol box will appear. Now you can find epsilon from this symbol box and you will get this epsilon. Now you have a graph between epsilon and frequency. You can move this symbols point and resize it inside the graph. These were the simple steps which you need to follow to get a graph between frequency and dielectric permittivity. The same steps will be followed for the graph for the AC conductivity and frequency and tangent loss and frequency. But for the graph between Z prime and Z double prime, it will be a bit different, and we will look at that in the next one. For now, we make the graph between let's suppose tangent loss and frequency. For that, again press this button. First select all the symbols, again follow the same steps, check x-axis for frequency and now y-axis for tangent loss. You will get a graph like this. Now again follow the same steps, change it, the display from decimal to centigrade for both vertical and horizontal axis, change the scale from linear to log for both the axes. You will get this. Now again go to graph and click on rescale to show all data points. Again you can move these data points. Let's suppose we want to move the data points of third sample. You can click again on move data point, press yes. Now move it down near the blue one. Again for the second, for the third point, move fourth data point as well. Now the blue ones are a bit more smooth. You can again follow the same steps to make it look a bit more better. You can show the top axis, you can show the right axis as well. Let's apply. can move these sample names inside the box. Double click on this arrow, check the bold for both vertical and horizontal boxes. Remove these minor ticks for both left and bottom axis. Click on this tan delta, press tan and then again Ctrl M for the samples. Put delta and you will get a graph between tan delta and frequency. Now if we want the graph between AC conductivity and these samples, again we will follow the same steps. Kindly do subscribe our channel to appreciate our efforts. We will make another video in which we will discuss that how to draw the core pole plot, which is the graph between Z prime and Z double prime from impedance spectroscopy. See you in the next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.